I am, oh, wait. All right, do that. All right, and I am a professional minority woman in STEM. I am a professional minority woman leader in STEM. There you go. So I want you to take about 30 seconds or so and repeat the following sentence to yourself. All right, you guys ready? It says, you're gonna say, hi, I am, insert your name, your own name. First and last name, or first, you decide. And then you're gonna say, I am a professional woman leader in STEM. Okay, you got it? Take your 30 seconds, say it to yourself, out loud, so we can hear it. Hi, my name is, and I am a professional woman in STEM. Okay, we can do better than that. You guys ready to do it again? You got the words? Okay, so hi, I am, and I am a professional woman in STEM. Then I now want you to turn to your neighbor and say the same thing. Out loud.
Hi, I'm Allison.
Okay, so let's say it again. Hi, my name is, or I am, a professional woman. Okay, so wow, leadership really does look good on you. So you might be asking, who is this person? She has me out here talking to myself and to other people. I'm looking kind of crazy. And I don't even know her. Well, that's okay. I guess it's to be expected. I mean, you're in a public forum here. I am Dr. Toshia, and I am a mechanical engineer. I am an award-winning STEM educator, advocate, trainer, and consultant. I am also someone who wants to see you succeed in achieving the goals that you have set for your own career. Leadership in STEM is not an easy thing. If that's the route you want to take, it's up to you. You will need all of your technical skills. You want to stay sharp, and you want them to be stellar. So you want to stay on top of your game. Your knowledge of yourself is key. So you know whether you have leadership potential, whether you want to move into leadership. That's a part of the trajectory. And you also know the type of leader you want to be. So you probably know the type of leader you don't want to be first. And then you can decide what type of leader you do want to be. And then, of course, leadership is not for the faint of heart. It will require a lot of you. It'll be sacrifices in some areas and rewards in others. But you get to decide, again, if it's right for you. There will be hard decisions you will have to make. Friendships might be lost, others might be gained. It will be scary, or it can be scary, and it can definitely be lonely. Now, I don't say all this to scare you. I'm looking at your faces. Some of you are like, okay. Or dissuade you. I'm really not. I say all this to prepare you and to make sure that you are ready for leadership. All right, so what prepared you for leadership, Dr. Anderson? I love it when you guys talk to me. That was a great question. Who asked it? Well, honestly, I didn't consciously know I wanted to be a leader until I was in leadership. So as I look back on my life, it has taken me, I'll say this, along every line, from elementary school to high school to college to my professional career, I've been in leadership. I just didn't realize it. So college was extremely hard because, as you can imagine, I was severely outnumbered by men. And I'm sure you guys are guys are very familiar with that, right? And this is not a hate fest on men. Y'all do you, for real. But I'm a woman, and as you guys can obviously see, I'm a black woman. Don't tell me you didn't know this. I mean, let's just call a thing a thing. Well, the men in my course of study, they obviously noticed. And I couldn't tell what offended them more, whether it was my race or ethnicity or my gender or both. So it took me a long time. It didn't deter me though, but it just took me a long time to really get in, fit in with the group. And I don't know that I consciously wanted to, but at the same time, it does make things easier when you can't fit in with the group. And we had a lot of group projects, so I was always, it's like the little girl in the playground. You don't want to be the last one to be chosen, but you already know, okay, you're gonna be the last one. So I really enjoyed it when the professor chose our teams, and it was, it's like, okay, great, I don't have to go through that. But what it did do for me was it gave me the opportunity to prove that I was a viable team member, which means that they learned to trust me. They knew that I knew what I was doing, and that they began to rely on me. And so they learned that I was just like them. I had an interest in the subject matter. I was good at it. I was just as viable a team member as anybody else. And so I was also lucky that I had a group of friends and family that were supportive of me, and that I never had a person who said to me, I think you want to be a nurse. My mother's a nurse, my dad's a mechanic. And neither one of them ever said to me, this is not where you want it to go. They always said to me, if this is what you want to do, I think it'll be hard, but I know that you can do it. And you guys need to know that you can do it also. It was hard, they were right, and it was exhausting, and it still is in some way. But one does not come out of the womb leading, do they? There's research that suggests that leadership may be inherent in some people. I don't know if that's true or not. In my experience, leaders can be developed over time. Are there any of you that want to move into leadership? Raise your hand. You think you kind of, sort of, maybe, I don't know, want to pursue a leadership position or role? Raise your hand. Raise them high. Are there any of you that are currently in a leadership position or role and you're feeling like you might need some guidance? Don't raise your hand, your boss could be in here. Too late. I think both places are normal, and hopefully by the end of your time with me today, you will start to see a little light at the end of the tunnel. So here's what we know about STEM and women leadership in STEM. The numbers, you guys, are not great. Unfortunately, this is true. What we do know is that the future of work in general is female, so that is good news. The world population difference between men and women is negligible. I always mess up that word. I tried. But what we do know is that there are now more women working than men in the world. The problem is, this is your first thing on your sheet. So the problem is that there is not enough talent, meaning people, to fill the jobs, both now and in the future. The problem within the problem is that there are not enough women in the talent pool. So I look out and I see you all, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm really happy to see you all, but I really wish that there were 5 times as many, 10 times as many of you as there are. In Canada, women make up 47% of the workforce. Did you guys know that? Almost 50% of the workforce. And in Canada's ability to innovate and compete on the world stage, we know that STEM education and skills are critical to you guys being able to do that. STEM careers represent some of the largest growth industries and the highest salary in the country, especially in the technology fields. We were just talking about that a little earlier. Yet women are 22% of the total workforce in STEM fields. 22%. And of the 22%, only 13% have some type of leadership role. So let's let that sink in just a bit. 22% of you guys are working in STEM, and only 13% are in leadership. So, and the news doesn't get better. I don't know if you guys know that, but even in our STEM fields, women are still earning just 87 cents for every dollar that a man makes. So this is where we are. That's the current state of affairs as it relates to STEM careers, STEM women in leadership in Canada. We could do better, right? Right? And we're all a part of the solution. So on your sheet, I want you to write down at least one reason you believe the numbers are so low in STEM. Why is it that there are so few women in leadership in STEM? I think it's important that we talk about the issue out loud and with each other. So once you write it down, I want you to spend a few minutes talking with your neighbors about the issue, and then I'm going to provide some solutions that I think will work to bring about change. Everybody got it? Need instructions yet? All right, so spend a little bit of time working on what you think a couple of reasons are, and then talk to your neighbor about it in